Hello everybody and welcome back to our Summon Animations Theory series. In this video we will have a lot of numbers to count, if you know what I mean. Tori Meadows, our last character that we unlock usually in Zexal world, kicks it off with her Fairy Cheer Girl. The starting skill adds this XYZ monster to your extra deck, and with a few level 4 fairies in your main deck you can overlay 2 of them to make her. That is pretty easy. It's as easy as it comes. It could only be better if it were a generic XYZ monster, like number 70 Malevolent Sin, but that's neither here nor there. Tori, being the final Zexal character at stage 10, turns this into a 2 out of 5. At least you don't need resources when the skill itself is enough. Let's continue with Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, a level 8 monster for your tribute summons that is added to your deck with Kite's starting skill. 21 cards in your deck, you know it by now. Since Galaxy is just a plain old tribute summon that you bring out for several character unlocks, it should not cause you any headaches. Also, this card can special summon itself with its own effect. It's a free card and a 1 out of 5. Rio Castle has Ice Beast Zero Fine, which just requires 2 level 4 winged beast monsters. While you do not have many good ones, you have a lot from several character starter decks like Fiend Reflection and the Harpy monsters. I do not see a huge problem here. The skill takes away the cost for the card, and I rate it a 2 out of 5 in the end. Number 102, Star Seraph Sentry, is summoned by Dumon as a human and in his Barian form. With 3 level 4 light monsters you are in business. Dumon has an advantage over the other Barians in that his Ace monster card is a level up card. No kidding, once he hits level 10 you get a copy for free. I would, on my newest account, then summon it normally, enter Barian mode with the skill, send Star Seraph Sentry back into my extra deck and then resummon it. Convoluted for sure, but hey. The card is a free card, as I mentioned before, and therefore I would give it a 2 out of 5. Number 105, Battle Boxer Star Cestus, is quite intriguing. While 3 level 4 monsters are not unheard of and Alito can summon it with his skill easily, the true fun begins when you try to summon it in Barian mode. To turn Barian you need a skill, therefore you can no longer play the starting skill which adds Star Cestus to your extra deck. However, Star Cestus is a drop reward from dueling Alito as well as obtainable with your average daily bonus UR ticket. My method to get this in Barian mode back then on my other account was a little convoluted. I summoned my own copy first to get into Barian mode, used the spell Drago Roar and banished an earth, a water, a fire and a wind from my graveyard to send Star Cestus back into my extra deck. Then I summoned 3 more monsters and made it while in Barian mode. Summoning it normally was fine, but the Barian thing turned me off. Almost free to get and a 3 out of 5. If you have something like compulsory evacuation device, it is just a 2 out of 5. Number 106, Giant Hand, is a generic rank 4 that Girak in his human form can summon easily. To get the summon animation for this in his Barian form, you need to get a copy of the card first, like in the Arms of Giant minibox. Also, I would entertain the option of getting alternative styles for all the Barians, like what they've done with Soulburn and Flame. The cost for the card is free thanks to the skill, and mediocre if you buy into the box. The difficulty then is maybe a solid 2 out of 5. This next one, number 107, Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, has 2 artworks. This one is in the mini box Tachyon of Galaxy, or summoned with Mizar's starting skill by using 2 level 8 monsters as materials. You may have a lot of Blue Eyes White Dragons and even a Stardust Dragon in your inventory, and even if not, you don't need those dragons. It can be any level 8 monster basically, or any 2 level 8 monsters for that matter. It would be fine if not for the fact that Mizar needs to summon it in Barian mode as well, just like with all the other Barians we've seen so far. For that I don't have an answer, as I would need 2 skills at once and can only use 1 at a time. This gets a 2 out of 5 for Barian shenanigans. The alternative art of number 107, Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, was in the Anniversary Box Volume 2, which is not available all the time. If you are hunting for the summon animations like me, this is one of the candidates that gets you stuck. Not only will Mizar have to summon it normally, but also in Barian mode. That, however, is fine, as you need a copy of the card anyway and have the skill slot for a Barian transformation. It still sucks. Anniversary Box Volume 2, even if it is available, is expensive. You might not get a copy of this like ever. I can only show you footage here because I happen to have it on my main account. But that's not taken for granted. This inaccessibility makes it a 6 out of 5. Number 15, Gimmick Puppet Giant Grinder, awesome name by the way, is added to the extra deck with Quattro's starting skill. Overlay any two level 8 monsters like Blue Eyes White Dragons or whatever you have really to make it happen. You could even use level 8 extra deck monsters like Synchro or Fusion monsters, as we can see here. My Character Collection Series account in fact summoned a Stardust Dragon and a Red Dragon Archfiend and put number 15 Gimmick Puppet Giant Grinder on top of those. You can get really creative if you like. It's a free summon and a 2 out of 5. Number 32 Shark Drake is added to the extra deck with Reginald's starting skill. Or you could get a copy of it if you want from the Shark Fang main box, obviously. You overlay 3 level 4 monsters to make it, which is something we've done before on this list. This guy is summoned for one of Quattro's unlock missions and some stage missions, so you shouldn't really have a problem summoning it. The cost is free and rating is 1 out of 5. Number 39, Utopia, has 2 artworks as of now. The original one is widely accessible with Yuma's starting skill, but also another skill called Zexal Ultimate Unite. This skill also makes it possible to transform into Zexal when you are low on life points, and then you summon Utopia for another summon animation. You have 2 level 4 monsters as materials, which can be accomplished quite easily. This card itself is widely available in the main box Shining Hope and every once in a while with a special card ticket like the 8th Anniversary Chronicle ticket. You summon it for early stage missions, so it cannot be that bad. Free and 1 out of 5. Its alternative art is summoned the same way, obviously, and we put it into our deck along the skill Zexal Ultimate Unite. We can summon it once as Yuma and once as Zexal. Not a problem. The card is in the structure deck Brave Hope, which costs 1000 gems. But that's fine, and then you have yourself one copy of number 39 Utopia, so it's a 1 out of 5. Number 6, Chronomelia Atlantis, is added to Trey's extra deck with his starting skill. I assume you have a few level 6 monsters laying around like Dark Magician Girl or maybe Apprentice Illusion Magician, but any level 6 monster would work. Overlay 2 of those and go home. Now, it's good as this is a generic rank 6. Imagine summoning this with 2 level 6 rock monsters. That would be bad. I am willing to give it a 2 out of 5 just because level 6 is such an unusual level for me to play normally. Otherwise, it would be an easy 1 out of 5. Number 9, Dyson Sphere, is Quinton's ace monster that he summons after adding it with his starting skill and then building an overlay network with 2 level 9 monsters. Chances are you don't have many of those. Quinton's starter deck comes with 2 of them, BES Blaster Cannon Core and Emperor Majuga Z. Those usually are enough to get me to Dyson Sphere, although it sucks that Majuga Z has to be special summoned by tributing 3 monsters, so this takes a little bit of setup with those. But it is possible at least. The summon itself is free and I give it a 2 out of 5 for the unusual levels. Number C39, Utopia Ray, the C stands for Chaos of course, is summoned by putting 3 level 4 light monsters on top of each other, right? Once per turn, the skill Zexal Ultimate Unite allows Yuma to summon it on top of number 39 Utopia, which just requires any 2 level 4 monsters. It is way easier that way. Summoning it normally is not a big deal. However, Yuma needs to go into Zexal mode as well. Then I stick to the skill and decrease my own life points with stuff like Hieroglyph Lithograph to trigger the transformation. And then I summon Utopia Ray on top of Utopia. Get the skill from the card trader, the rest is free. 2 out of 5 for both. Anna Kaboom wants to summon Super Dreadnought Ray Cannon Gustav Max. Who comes up with these names? A generic rank 10. Besides the starting skill adding it and a few level 10 monsters, it does not do much. You are better off using some level 10 monsters of your own in addition. What helps is that her Night Express Knight can be normal summoned for free. If you already have a level 10 online, you can go for it. I'd say it is a free card and a free summon and a 2 out of 5 just because level 10 monsters are hard to come by on a new free-to-play account. Let's not forget about Bronx Tin Archduke. Just like number 32 Shark Drake, it requires 3 level 4 monsters. That is fine and it will be added to your extra deck with the starting skill. Also needed for some stage missions, and summoning it is really not a big deal. You have to do this at some point anyways, so you get it for free, the animation I mean. It therefore deserves the same rating as number 32, which is a 1 out of 5. I do not know what an Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray is, but apparently it is a rank 5. Not only that, but it requires 3 level 5 monsters. A little excessive, Mr. Leo. The card itself is a lifetimes card you get if Yuma summons a rank 5 or higher monster 2 times in total. My solution to that was Ordai's Raging Dragon, another lifetimes card. So the card is free and you summon it for one of Girak's unlock missions. However, obtaining and summoning the card requires jumping through hoops, thus giving it a 3 out of 5 in the rating. To sum up, Yuma summons the original art number 39 Utopia normally and as Zexal he summons the alternative art of number 39 Utopia normally and as Zexal he summons number C39 Utopia Ray normally and as Zexal, and he summons Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray normally and as Zexal. Reginald summons number 32 Shark Drake. Rio summons Ice Beast Zerofine. Bronx summons Tin Archduke. Tori summons Fairy Cheer Girl. Kite summons Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon. Trey summons number 6 Chronomaly Atlantis. Quattro summons number 15 Gimmick Puppet Giant Grinder. Quinton summons number 9 Dyson Sphere. Anna summons Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max. Girak summons number 106 Giant Hand normally and in Barian form. Alito summons number 105 Battle Boxer Star Cestus normally and in Barian form. Mizar summons the original number 107 Galaxy Ice Tachyon Dragon normally and in Barian form. He also summons the alternative artwork of number 107 Galaxy Ice Tachyon Dragon normally and in Barian form. Dumon summons number 102 Star Seraph Sentry normally and in Barian form. That concludes part 4. Thank you so much for watching.